My name is Michael Lee. I'm CEO and co-founder of Saasable. And Saasable is a financial reporting dashboard for accountants and startups to measure recurring revenue metrics. Those metrics are things like monthly recurring revenue, annualized recurring revenue, lifetime customer value, customer acquisition costs, and churn. Those are common metrics traditionally in SaaS companies, but now that subscription and recurring revenue metrics have invaded most industries, we've created a dashboard to be able to track those metrics. The demand is because the recurring revenue business model in the subscription economy is basically overtaking most industries, from new industries that are introducing themselves into the environment all the way to very, very traditional industries. So you're starting to see industries out there that in the past you would have never imagined would be able to have a subscription business model to be able to access that industry or do trade in that industry, but now they are. And so we created this app so that accountants could help their clients with measuring the metrics that are super important. And because these metrics are not available currently in most accounting systems, they're not reported on traditional income statements or balance sheets. You can't measure it right out of the accounting system. And most accountants, frankly, are using spreadsheets to do the tracking. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of wasted time putting together these customized spreadsheets. So being an accountant myself and working with hundreds of clients in the past, I wanted to create an easier way to create and track these metrics. There's an opportunity for more businesses and more companies to enter into this subscription economy. If accounting firms themselves aren't considering it, they should, because there's already accounting firms like the one that I started before Saasable that is on a subscription business model. And it frankly is what consumers expect to see and small business owners expect to access, especially the millennial and the generation after that, the Gen Z generation who are becoming entrepreneurs. They're expecting subscription access to everything. So they don't want to own anything, but they want to experience everything. And that's what the subscription economy lets them do. And then secondly, the accounting firms that are interested in solving, and solving this very, very detailed task that it takes to create these custom spreadsheets, they can take that time aside, save it now, and automate that process. And now they can spend time actually consulting more subscription-based companies, right? So they can get into the language and the advisory articulation with these clients. So that's what's really, really important. So next generation for, I think, accounting firms is to first just consider, should they change from the old time and material billing model over to the subscription billing model? And then secondly, how can they differentiate themselves and offer something really unique in regards to helping their clients move into the subscription economy? Being part of the accelerator through Saasable has really widened my eyes to how big the accounting industry really is. It is not just one defined piece of the economy or the industry. I entered into it with a cloud accounting practice before, so I had one assumption about the industry, and the AI CPA, the accelerator, really expanded that and let me see the wide variety of professionals and specialties and skill sets that are in the industry. Just engage where we are right now, the amount of different tracks that people are on, the different types of professionals and what they're learning is in wide variety. So there's a lot of room of innovation, and I could see why the accelerator, it really helps position us to really stay focused in the area we want to accelerate in. The other thing with the accelerator is it exposed us to accounting firms we would have never met, right? It gave us an opportunity to present here at the annual conference. It let us talk to firm owners and actual practitioners that weren't just our friends or our colleagues, but people who would be willing to be honest with us and say, hey, here's where your product's going right, here's where your product's going wrong. And it also gave us an early set of customers to be able to test our product. So we were able to show them our product, get feedback, and really go back to the drawing board in making changes to make our product better. So that's what I really, really enjoyed about the accelerator. Saasable, as we continue to move forward, we're going to be building out more and more integrations to other accounting platforms. So right now, we automate recurring revenue data right out of Xero and right out of QuickBooks Online, We plan to add Sage Intacct, NetSuite, the billing systems like Stripe and Square, Shopify, all the different places that a recurring revenue company is currently leveraging their business model inside and tracking their information. We want Saasable to be agnostic and be able to pull in all of that data. The second piece in the long-term play for Saasable is we wanted to try to figure out a way to make access to banking and financial products for recurring revenue companies easier. Right now, the banking and financial institutions only work easily with asset-based companies. So they look at balance sheets and they use balance sheets to collateralize. Well, as we know, subscription-based companies don't have assets. The majority of them are knowledge-based companies and they can't collateralize their IP. So we wanted to make it easier for financial institutions to work with recurring revenue companies, but also for financial institutions to access this kind of data as well of their own clients. So we're working on the other side, the other side of the coin, the other side of the product, and we're currently working with our first bank right now in order to test what that would look like for the future of subscription companies in banking, but as well as all small businesses that have data trapped in accounting systems and are wanting to share it with financial institutions.